5.5 minutes.
That's right.
Luka, just how the first 3 days have gone for you. JJ said he's pleased. He said you guys might not like him right now because of how practice finished, but just for you personally.
Yeah, no, it was great. Everybody's giving 100%. Everybody has energy. We have a lot of players, but it's been great. I really love the first 2 days.
So how has training camp helped you with the other guys, the guys learning how you pass the ball, 1A, stuff like that, versus when you first got here last February?
I mean, we just got started. Obviously, it's a working process. Some people are not practicing, some are, but I mean, it's a working process. But obviously, with practice, it's going to get a lot easier for everybody.
How do you view kind of what your role is in getting the most out of DeAndre? And what's that process been like through a couple practices?
Yeah, I feel I'm important with him. Obviously, I like to play pick and roll. I know how to play pick and roll, so getting the lob, getting him behind the defense, getting lobs so we meet greatness. I feel like I'm very important to him.
If he has a good year, what does that do for this team in terms of its ceiling?
A lot, for sure. I feel like he's one of the most important pieces in this situation. So if he has a good season, it's going to mean a lot to us.
Going into the offseason, JJ kind of declared our program, everybody needs to get in championship shape. She said it wasn't directed at anyone. How have you seen that actually manifest itself through camp so far? I know you guys didn't practice much last year, but how do you guys kind of do drills or use the good time to make sure that's something that's being worked on?
Yeah, but we just talked about today. It's not just physical shape; it's mental shape too. So it kind of goes both ways. Both are very, very important. But during practice, it was great. Everybody's in good shape. Everybody's running a lot. So it's been great so far.
How do you judge success in the preseason? Not JJ was talking about not necessarily wins and passes, but what constitutes a success in the preseason?
That's the first time anybody asked me that. I mean, obviously get in shape. You get to know the guys. Don't get injured for sure. I don't know. I don't really think you can watch losses and wins. It's always your preseason. Not everybody can play their 90 minutes. So get to know. And most important, I think chemistry. You need to have chemistry at the highest level.
How do you personally like that for the preseason? Is like you ramp up to the regular season, or do you just like?
Sorry?
How do you approach the preseason? Your personal approach.
I mean, obviously with excitement. For me, I can't wait for the regular season. It's way different than the preseason. I can't wait for the real games. But getting the practice in, like I said, getting chemistry together. That's about it.
Luka, I know you usually play for Slovenia in the offseason. Last year you didn't get to play in the preseason because of injury, if I recall. How does that impact all right, you're in a full game shape, obviously, for your national team. Then you have a couple weeks to get going again. How do you manage that clock before that first regular season game, depending on what you do in the preseason?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, probably take it a little bit slower than usual. I had a busy summer. I think month and a half I was with the national team. So it was kind of a lot. But, they got me ready for the preseason and obviously regular season. So for me, I think it really helps.
Luka, what are your goals defensively for yourself, and how do you evaluate how well you're playing defensively?
Just helping the team. Obviously, I think I made a lot of improvement in the basket, but there's a lot of way to go. We have some guys on the team that can really help me. Obviously, Marcus is number one, so listen to them.
JJ mentioned that Austin had one of the highest workloads throughout the first 3 days of camp. Just what have you made of his camp and how's it looked out there?
Yeah, he's been practicing great. He did everything the coaches wished. So he's been great so far, and I know he's going to be great going on.
Has anyone been pushing you during training camp, or have you been pushing anybody? I've seen you and Rui kind of pushing each other a little bit. Can you speak to that?
I feel like everybody's pushing everybody. I feel like I said, we have 18 guys, something like that. Even two-way guys, you know, to be pushing everybody. They've been making us better, the starters. So I feel like everybody's pushing everybody. Even the coaches are so engaged. So I'm really glad.
Luka, if you could use just 3 words to describe your first Lakers training camp, what 3 words would you use?
Fun, excitement, hard.
Well, Luka, how did your relationship with your teammates grow in the offseason? You know, when you signed your contract extension, that could have been just a you moment, but your teammates were here, you flew to Vegas, you saw the concert. How has your relationship with your teammates grown?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a big part, you know. Obviously, they are on vacation. They can be anywhere. They decided to come here to support me. So I did a little something for them, you know, to Vegas. But even like in the preseason, you know, we obviously gonna do dinners, something else together, and that's really important part for me. The chemistry needs to be at the highest, and I think we're getting there.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
What Backstreet Boys song best describes training camp?
Yeah, that's been that. Larger than life.